Welcome to the Rion Arts and Entertainment. I'm your host, Pearl Hale, and we're at the Strawberry One Act's 32nd season. I'm here with the playwright and director of Bed 26, none other than the founder and artistic director of the One Act Festival, Dirk Fisher. How are you, Van?
I'm doing well.
And Mr. Okporo, how are you?
I'm fine.
And he's actually the co-writer. We wrote the play together.
You wrote the play together.
Yes,
Get
yes,
out.
yes.
Oh,
I didn't
yes.
write, Van did it all.
I used his memoir, so there's a lot of it is his original material.
Van, so you have a play in the One Act Festival. How did this come about?
Well, actually, it wasn't intentional. I went to an event for immigration equality back in October, and Edafe was there. He was talking about his situation. He immigrated here in October of 2016, and I was so impressed and moved when he read an excerpt from his memoir, which is also called Bed 26. And so I came up to him afterwards. I said, you know what? You should do a one-act play based on your story. And I had to twist his arm a little bit because he didn't really want to do it. He's like, I'm not an actor, And then also because, it was a very serious situation. They tried to persecute him back in Nigeria. And so it's not something that anybody would want to relive, especially on stage in front of everybody. So, I had to tell him because he's an advocate for the LGBTQ community. And also, helping people back home. He was helping them, in terms of getting meds and services for, people who had HIV.
Wow.
And so I really told him, I said, this is bigger than you and your personal story. You're going to help so many people and reach, a different audience with your story. And I felt that, it was important to do. So he's making a sacrifice.
Thank you.
Edafe, that's great. What is it like? This is your first time acting?
Yeah, so I believe that Van trusted me, and I am grateful to have been able to meet him come across him in my life, because this process has made me heal more, because there are some things I couldn't handle when I started this. My partner always tell me that I know it's not easy, but Van has made me understand that when you go through struggles in life, they can paralyze you or they can energize you, and he has made me know that your struggles should energize you because it helps other people be stronger too.
That's great. What has it been like for you incorporating your own story on stage?
I think that I am an orator, I'm a storyteller, but I didn't know that storytelling has other layers. I thought that just speaking or talking about something is one thing, but incorporating both acting, changing clothes, preparing sets, memorizing, all these things were things that I learned from the scratch, and Van really pushed me to a level that I'm afraid that am I going to be able to do this, but he always encouraged me that if I, Van, the director, could trust in you to do this, you should trust in yourself. So that always replay in my head that I should trust in myself, not because of anything, but because people out there are already putting their faith in my hand.
That's great. Wow. Well, so tell everyone where and when can they see this dynamic play?
So Bed 26 will be March 19th and 24th. March 19th by 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. 2 shows. And
March 19th at 7:30.
7:30 p.m.
Right, 7:30.
7:30 p.m. and 9 p.m. and on the 24th by 2:45 p.m.
And another thing, just to know, it's dealing with a young man who migrated, migrated to the United States because they tried to kill him. The only reason he survived is because he blacked out and they thought he was dead. So it's a very powerful story.
And like what Van just said is that I'm always afraid to say this because I'm an immigrant rights activist, and this current political climate, the rhetoric against immigrants, this play has taught me that our stories matter. Our narratives help to shape how people perceive these situations. A lot of people judge immigrants, but they have never seen an immigrant. They have never seen a black person who live a queer life or things like that. So this play brought to life the relationship that we have that makes us who we are, more than just what we think we are.
And another thing is, like his grandmother was a very, very powerful influence in his life, and she believed in him.
Wow.
And he was one of the first people in his family to graduate and go to university. So again, it's all about putting out positive role models of Africans, African Americans, and I just felt that it was so important to share his story because I think it can help so many people and give them inspiration. Just when you're thinking about giving up in life, his story, Edafe Okporo's story, tells you that you should not give up. And he's only been here for a little over 2 years, and he's very successful. So that should be another thing to show people that immigrants who come here, they're adding value to our lives. They're not just here looking for a handout. And he's a great example of that.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
And he's also a ham. Ever since he started learning how to act, this boy becomes a ham every now and then. Hey, it took me a while to get him to loosen up and just, have a little fun. Oh, wait a sec. Don't give him some time.
No.
Okay? Some parts he was able to do with no problem. Other parts I was like, look, okay, you did that role right there. Because he plays all the characters in his story.
Wow.
One character, he was like, acting like I said, can you dance? I'm like, no, I don't dance. I was like, I know I didn't believe that. Finally got him to open up. And I was like, yeah, that's what you need to do. Okay?
Wow.
He's shy, but once you open that door, there's a whole floodgate that comes through.
Wow.
But it's a very powerful story. There's sad moments, there's happy moments, there's inspirational moments. I think it's a great play that people should see and support and learn more about his cause and what he's trying to do.
Wow, listen, I'm excited. I think I'm going to run down to opening night.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Van.
Thank you. Do it up. Do it up.